Alright, there it is. That's the finished product of the paint from me. Now you get up close, you'll start seeing some problems in here in the paint. I don't know if I can get a good angle on this wrinkly stuff that happens. But it's all over the place. And the thing with it is, I am pretty sure that happens because of how I'm layering the paint. That I'm doing probably 5 coats, about 10-20 minutes apart between coats, and that gives me that wrinkle type finish there as things are curing and they wrinkle up. So I don't always get, I can't even find a good spot without it. I mean, because here definitely that's pretty dang bad there. Now if you're wanting to go farther than this, you want to get rid of those, and you want to get rid of any of this kind of stuff, some of that there where it's a little bit funny. This is the point where you would need to wet sand. You need to wet sand this thing, and then you need to do buff and polish. And that's how you remove a lot of that. Me, what I would do if I really wanted this paint job to stand out and actually be something, you can see some of the runs, it gets really bad there. Yeah, I got some runs up there too. But you'd sand it. I would, if I was going to do, trying to make this paint job actually do more than just protect my truck for the winter, I would wet sand this, clean it all off, and give it one final coat of the base coat. Let that cure probably 3-4 days in some good heat. Again, you want to be doing this in the summertime. Let that cure up after one more coat of base color, and that'd be kind of your final coat. Wet sand that, and then clear coat it. Finally wet sand the clear coat, probably 2-3 coats of clear coat. Wet sand that, buff and polish that, and you'd have almost as good as a factory job, I would think. I'm not going to do that. I'm okay with this crap because all I want it to do is, one, I want it to be the color I want, and two, it just needs to protect it for wintertime, for when, just make it through the winter, so then in the summertime I can get it to where I want it to be. And I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do, but I know something of the range of the type of coating I'm going to do. This just gives you the idea how to actually use rattle cans to paint. Fun part is, this turned out spectacular. There's very little orange peel in there, and that's the same thing, probably 3 or 4 coats. It was a can and 3/4. Very shiny, very good, very little orange peel. I can see a little bit in here, but that turned out fantastic. This, I think my issues come from trying to lay it on so thick. And again, you can solve that with a little bit of wet sanding, a little bit of time, one more coat of gray, do the clear coats. But yeah, that's it. I've already nicked my paint belt buckle. I think that's what got that. It's a truck, it's gonna happen. But yeah, that's it. I like it so much better color-wise. That sun, I wonder if the camera's picking up what I see when the sun sparkles all that. Definitely a color difference between the Rustoleum and the Line X. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this series. If you're considering painting your own vehicle, hope it did you some help. Give some good pointers of how to actually make this work right. You know, for a 20-year-old truck, it's a pretty freaking good paint job, I think. You know, for do-it-yourself, what did I spend? Probably 15 cans of primer and paint. So maybe $150-200 total. Yeah, try getting a $200 paint job at Mako or anywhere else. It's not going to be any good. Well, yeah, and I did the 2500 HD badging on there too. Hope nobody else sees how crooked that is. That's horrible. But once they're on, so you get that sucker straight. I did use a 1/4-inch piece of wood to try to get the spacing correct, but I'm up and down some. I don't know. I figure that's alright. But yeah, thanks for watching this series. Hope it helped you, and we'll catch you on the next thing.